Oh, this is not the camera angle. Okay, that's a little better for camera angle. Anyways, welcome back to the vlog. I think we're on 13? I think 13. I could be wrong. Maybe we're wrong. I don't really know. I'll figure it out when I title this. Anyways, my name is Skylar. I'm 37, living in Maine, and over the last year, my channel has pretty much become cleaning and organizing because I will never be satisfied with this apartment. Love that. So, last video was put out was the June clean with me. And since that video, I have been naughty. I have spent money. And the smart part of my brain is very mad at the dumb part of my brain for spending the money, but I did it anyways. So, we have a new mic system. I decided to go with the DJI Mic 2 because no shade to Rode. I really do appreciate their products. It's just the Wireless Go 2, which is what I still have. I'm trying to sell it, but I don't think it's going to sell. We'll worry about that later. But the problem is it's just so big and chunky, and I don't always want to wear a lapel mic. Or a lavalier mic, whatever you want to call it. I just don't always want to wear that and have a cord hanging in places. There is a magnetic clip I've discovered you can put on the Wireless Go 2, but according to like every damn review out there, it breaks almost immediately. So don't feel like paying like $30 for those clips to just break on me. So I decided to just buy a whole new mic system, even though there's rumors the Mic 3 is coming out in less than a year. It's fine. Don't worry about that. But I do appreciate that the system's a little easier to customize, because with Rode, it was, at least the Wireless Go 2, it was really hard to change settings unless you connected to a computer and used their app, which made it super, super easy. Meanwhile, the Mic 2, you can just do it on the screen for both the receiver and the transmitter, which is kind of nice. It does have a clip, which I turned on recording by accident. Anyways, it has a clip, a magnetic clip, which is very strong. So great, love that. It comes with a charging case, which Rode does have like pro level products. That does come like a charging case and magnetic clips and everything, but I didn't really want to invest in another Rode mic set that was going to have the same issue of it's giant and blocky, and this is smaller and just works better. And, you know, like, little charging case. Everything just fits in there. It has adapters, so you can get to, like, your phone and stuff. I just like that way more. So we're going to hope this works out. I'm giving free foot. I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I just need to do a bit of a reset, which is what this vlog is. So this is going to be a 2-day vlog, or rather a day and a half, because we're halfway done this day. But my days off are Friday and Saturday every single week, unless I have like vacation time put in. And unfortunately, it's been kind of not so great lately on those days, so I just need to do like a reset. So you saw me earlier, some laundry, some dishes. I need to get my bed put back together. I have some plans for tomorrow. I do want to bake some burger buns. I've never made burger buns before, so I want to bake those and just make a burger. I'm craving a cheeseburger so badly, but like, I really want to make burger buns. Like, I bought sesame seeds specifically for burger buns, so I need to do that tomorrow. I think it's about a 3-hour process, roughly, like from start to finish. So basically, once the buns are out of the oven, I can start making the burger and they'll be good to go. So I'm like super excited about that. But yeah, we're just doing a reset. Not like a cleaning reset specifically, but just a reset of existing. Like, I am mentally tired, physically tired, work life tired, personal life tired. I'm tired. I am Mr. Tired. Alright, let's get my bed back together, because putting fresh bed on here, putting fresh bedding will make me feel a little better. Alright, we're going to put my mic right here, and we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to have to make this louder in future videos, but when I get a new mic, I did this with the Rode too, I like to leave everything like at default just to see how it sounds, because sometimes the level on the camera doesn't really match the level on the receiver. So it's like the receiver says I'm louder, but the camera says I'm quieter. But then when you go into the computer, it's like a whole third level. It's just mind blowing, honestly. I figured I'd put you back over here, because you were over here, because the duvet was over there. I'm getting so warm. So, little financial life moment in time. My student loan got moved again to a new lender for like the 80th time. And this lender put my loan on administrative forbearance, which means I don't owe a payment for this month. But I can still make payment, obviously. To my understanding, there's going to be no interest accrued during this time period, just the interest that was already there from the previous month. Because my payments are due the 24th of every month. Also, hold on a second. There we go. Trying to make this sit better. But yeah, my payments due the 24th of every month. So I still have interest from the 24th of May up to now, because my student loan got fully transitioned today. So I have interest from the 24th or 25th of last month, probably realistically, to the 12th of this month, which is June. But anyways, it's on administrative forbearance, no interest, no payment due right now. And I was thinking of being somewhat naughty, but also somewhat smart, buying an AC for my bedroom. I don't have an AC, and it's been getting super warm at night, obviously, going into summer. I have 2 fans, which, you know, oh, this is stuck. There, Jesus Christ. So frustrating. It's like, no matter how much you tuck it in, it still gets stuck somehow. There we go. So I'm thinking of buying an AC. I'd prefer a portable AC so I can wheel it around to like different rooms as I need to. But realistically, a window unit is cheaper because everything is already outside. Because with a portable one, you know, you need a vent and everything, and you might have to have a condensation bin or something inside. So they're more expensive because of that. There's more to them, and then sometimes they also like are heating units too, because companies are like, why the hell not? If I get a window unit, be cheaper, but then I can't move it around as I need to, and then I have to find a place to store it, because it's a little harder to store a window unit. I guess if you just keep the box, I guess I could just keep the box and it'd be fine. That's always what my dad did. He just kept the box. I forgot to put the... I'm tired. When I say I'm tired, I really mean I'm tired. There we go. Alright, now I can put the pillowcase on. But yeah, so I'm debating what I want to do there. Because I can go get a basic, window unit probably for like, I don't know, $150, which is only like, just over a third of my student loan payment. I have very cheap payment, thankfully, because I only had a debt of $33,000 once I was done college, because I did community college for my general credits. Which, honestly, I say do that. Bed is made. Oh wait, we didn't do the throw pillows. This is part of making the bed. We gotta do throw pillows. This is also not. Whatever. There, bed's made. Alright, I feel better. Bed is made. I also put socks on. No more free feet. But yeah, anyways. So, got cheap education because I did all those things. So I think I want to get an AC. But the problem with getting an AC is I live on the first floor. And well, yes, I can screw the AC into the window frame and everything, so it's like you can't really just push it out to get in. It still worries me. So I don't know. But then I have to store it, and it's just like, and then also the money. Like, it'd be cheaper to run the 2 fans versus the AC. But realistically, the AC could just sit on power saver. So when it gets to a certain room temp, it'll just turn off and then turn back on when it needs to. I don't know. I need to figure that out. Okay, I have a quick errand I need to run. I've said this many times. I don't vlog in public for the most part because it feels weird and I just don't wish to be perceived. I don't want to do that. Maybe if I was making money off YouTube, I would go vlog in public, but I don't want to do it now. So I'm going to go do my errands and then we'll come back and have a few things I got to do here. Like, we need to reorganize my book storage because my bookcase, she's full. We need to fix that issue. So I'll be right back. That feels a little better because I just have so much stuff everywhere. Like, this is the box for all my like internet stuff. So I was thinking I could just put it in here with all these things that I don't really need anymore. Because I don't want to get rid of this because I believe they'll literally give me like a shipping label and I can put everything in here to send it back. So perfect. Okay, let's like figure this out. Alright, there we go. There's that. This, I don't know what to do with this because it is useful. Because it's for like, you put your cables in it and they can just come out the sides. But I don't have a use for the small one. So I don't know about that. Alright. Boom. And now I have all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which I literally don't even use. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in forever. Also, at one point, because it got so humid in here, cards started bending really horribly. So some of these cards are kind of bent, just from, like, humidity. I don't want to get rid of these things. I love them. They're just the designs on the boxes and stuff. I think there's a bunch of, like, starter decks and stuff. Yeah, it's like starter decks and whatnot. And then I don't know what to do with this. Like all my actual cards, like all my hollows and whatnot, more. I have these as well that are completely full. Like, just going through them is kind of fun sometimes to see like all these cards I have and how some of these used to be like really great cards. And now they're just like either banned or they're just haven't kept up with the meta, so they're not really going to do much. Although I will say, I do love me some Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't know why I love this artwork so much. And then I have like super random, like back when they did like the gold cards, I have like some Exodia pieces that are in the gold. I still kind of want to buy all of them in gold because they look so cool. The sad part is, you have all these wonderful holographic things. I could not build a deck that would survive in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they're all, it's just, I don't have any super modern cards. Like, I don't have a bunch of hand traps and stuff. Oh, I don't mind. I do have a full Holo Exodia. I lied. From Legendary decks. I forgot. And then I also have Exodia Necros. Sometimes I would like to build Exodia decks just to mess around with it. But yeah, I do have a fully Holo one. I forgot. I totally forgot that the Legendary decks gave you a Holo Exodia. Because you have an Exodia deck. I'm not going to show this, but I do have a fully Holo Exodia. Obviously, not Legend of Blue Eyes Holo, but you know, it's still Holo. I forgot the Legendary decks gave you all that. Oh, this card. Noxious Celtic Guardian. Loved this card. Used this so much back when it came out. Because when this came out, it was back in the era where you didn't really keep monsters under 1900 on the field very much. Because it was like, if you didn't have at least 1900, you were kind of screwed. Oh yeah, that's right. I've always been so sad this was a vanilla ritual monster. Because the Magician of Black Chaos was the one that was teased on Forbidden Memories. But you couldn't get him without the Pocket Station. Just so annoying. And then, of course, by the time we finally got some form of it in the US, you know, we got Magician of Chaos versus Black Chaos. Or Dark Magician of Chaos. Which, obviously, he got a retrain because he was too powerful. Just yanking out spell cards left and right. I have, like, playmats and stuff. Like, here's a regional map from 2016. Just a playmat. And you can still use this today. The only problem is this doesn't have any zones on it, which actually is kind of a good thing. It doesn't have any zones. Because zones make it outdated, because the zones have changed since 2016. Which is probably why this is zoneless, because it was from the regionals. Like, I do have, like, this one. That came from Battle. The Battle Pack 2, War of the Giants. This is outdated. Because it's, has zones that don't match anymore. I almost want to take my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and, like, have them stored up. Like, upright. Like this. But I about dust getting layered right there is kind of the problem. Because right now it's getting layered on top. Which I'd prefer. Fun seeing all these things. I've been recording for like 40 minutes. But part of why I want to clean up the tins is like I have all these card games that I haven't touched and I want to have them stored somewhere better than it's out in the open. So I have like the Oregon Trail, which I played a lot when I was working in person. When we had downtime on the phone, we would literally sit there and we would just play these. So we have like the original card game and then like a hunting game to go with it. So, I put these in here. Just so it's like they're not getting super dusty. I have... This is just RuPaul's Drag Race card game. I don't know where I got that. And then I have another drag game, but it's more so just... It's Game of Queens. So it's not just specifically Drag Race girls. Like the Boulets are in here. So basically with this one, you have like stats. And the card you play needs to have a higher stat than whatever stat you're playing. So it's like let's see what we got. We got like performance and comedy. So if someone's playing like a comedy card and your comedy queen has a higher rating, you win that like match or whatever. Yeah. I think I got this in Boston. But I don't know where I got this one. Or maybe this one's from Boston? This one's okay, nope, this is from Boston. This is from Trident Booksellers, which is also a restaurant. I also have, I guess, like the original unstable unicorns. Like, it's getting gross. It's magnetic. Magnet still works after all this time. I haven't played this in years. Everything's here. In case I ever want to play it. It's here. And then I have some Harry Potter playing cards. Which is a pity, like, you know, because they're really cool looking. You know. But they're a bit soured for me because of its creator. I think I might donate these, though. I used to use these at work to play solitaire. I also have just a regular pack of cards, so that's fine. Then, something I also haven't played in a long time is back when, what's it called? Dice Master. They did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Expansion. So I still have this from them. And I print out the game boards. These were the game boards. I print them out and put them on cardboard. And then I have all like the dice and stuff that goes with the monsters. I bought some expansions with them, so I have like Dragon of Raw and stuff. I used to play this with my dad a lot. It was fun just to mess around. But like the dice are really like pretty, honestly, for what they are. Slide right in there. Okay, there we go. So the games are now out of sight. This is now empty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Because like I have a bunch of candles, so I was thinking to start moving some of my books under my TV, and I can move my candles to under my coffee table because I have a shelf underneath. That's like the thought. That might be a different day. I've been sitting here for so long. To have to cut this down to like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. Probably 5 minutes if I can for the vlog. I don't want this vlog to be more than like 30 minutes. So try to get, you know, it's going to be hard. So I think we're just going to skip to tomorrow where we're going to make some bread. And then we're going to enjoy the bread. And that's going to be the vlog. So I'll see you in a few seconds YouTube time, but a day my time. All right, we're back. It is like 7 in the morning. And we're going to make bread dough because I overbooked myself to do things today. And hopefully the mic is loud enough so I had to increase the gain. So we're going to hope for the best right now. All right, so we are doing... Here, I'll show the recipe so you can actually see what we're doing. We're doing this recipe. Hopefully that, like, focuses to some extent. All right, let's get to this. So basically it's like measure it all out and then just mix it together. So that's something. Oh, it's gonna be so messy. I did this the worst like possible way to do this. All right, let's weigh out the flour first. You can totally do this by volume. I choose to do weight because it's just easier. So we're doing 420 grams of flour. Just regular, all-purpose, super easy. Yeah, 420. Okay. And then we need... How much? We're doing... 4th cup of granulated. We're doing 50 grams of granulated. Like getting a measuring cup out, and I'm like, bro, you are weighing this? So, 50, so we're going to 470 now. Hell yeah. Alright, there's that. Alright, and the rest I will actually not weigh, because it's not like that big of a deal. Alright, I need a tablespoon. of... Okay, we have a half. A tablespoon of yeast. I'm using good old active dry. With a lot of yeast, not surprised there. Alright. And then 2 tablespoons of room temp butter. Don't tell anyone to put it in the microwave. Hello. Please plop in there. Alright, what are we doing for salt? 1 1/4. 1 1/4. Killing me here. Oh, there's a half teaspoon. Alright, 1/4, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, there's that. And then we need water, which is 198 grams. Boop. Lukewarm water. So basically, kind of just a little warmer than your finger. That's okay. I ain't gonna fret over 1 gram. Alright, there's that. I have like none room. We love that for ourselves. Okay, so here's the problem with this recipe. It doesn't tell me how long to do it, just how it should feel. So how long it takes is going to depend on your method of mixing. I'm just trying to take it off the hook, but my hands are clearly sticking a little bit, so this is probably not quite there yet, but I'm just going to break this off the hook with a bowl scraper, just so I can kind of see where we're at. Alright, we're calling it there. I don't care at this point. This is just ridiculous. That just doesn't want to come together. Can you break off the hook? Like, it definitely has elasticity, so I don't know. I'm just, like, frustrated at this point. Guess it's just still super sticky. I'm gonna cover this with a cloth. And I'm gonna do groceries. And when I come back, hopefully there'll be something for us to form. I don't know. Alright, be right back. Alright, we're back. I did my groceries. Record time, only 40 minutes. Pretty quick. Actually, not even 40, like barely 30. Alright, here's our dough. It is now, like, not very tacky, which is nice. Alright, anyway, so the dough it's doughing. So the recipe says to basically gently get out the air and then break it down into 800-gram balls. And basically you're gonna roll it on the surface of like a counter or something until it balls up. And we're just gonna hope for the best. Basically, I don't know if you can see this, but we're gonna roll it up. It's a neat little ball. So, Zoo, get out of the way. So it's gonna look like this. And the bottom should look kind of sealed up. Alright. So, I only got 7 for some reason. I don't know why, but it wasn't enough to get 8. So either it just happened to be just under double, but it's fine. They're a little over 100 each at this point, but I don't really need 8, let's be real. So we're gonna let these basically... Actually, I forgot we have to flatten them out slightly. Because you don't want them to... You don't want a boule. Put a towel over them. Actually, should I? It might be fine. No, I'll put a towel over them. Just so that way they... don't dry out too much. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Okay. They have gone a little poofy. I also checked over to make sure there's like no little air pockets. If there are, just take a toothpick and just like poke it. But otherwise, they're very smooth. Because when we balled them up, the point was to make surface tension. That way they, well, could do this. So now we're going to, according to the recipe, cover them in butter. Because, you know, we love butter to help with the brownness. Then we're going to cover them with an egg white and water mixture to help, again, browning, but also so sesame seeds stick to them. So hopefully these come out okay. And then we're going to pop them in a 375 oven for about like 15 to 18 minutes. And honestly, we're going to hope for the best, because I don't know if this dough was... Oh, I just put a hole. It's fine. Anyways, I'm just going to hope this dough works out. So let's do the thing. Okay, these are done. They were pretty nice looking. Some of them definitely, like you can see where it get kind of, I don't know, you can't see, there we go. It kind of split open. It's because I didn't, like pinch the bottoms, but that's not a huge deal. I'm not really worried about that, because they're just going to be split in half and making burger buns, like whatever. Only one split open. This is the one that had an air bubble though, which is a little frustrating, but that's okay. I did cover the rest of them, or with them the rest of the butter that I melted, and they look great. Now I'm just going to let them cool down, and then we'll make a burger later and see if they actually turned out good. So I'll see you in a few seconds, but several hours my time. Hello, editing Skylar here because I realized I quite literally didn't make an outro for this video because, well, when I was making the burger, I was just so hungry that I didn't feel like talking because that would extend the time it took me to do things. And then I just ate and forgot what I was doing. So this vlog was intended to be like a reset of like everything, and that didn't happen as I intended, but it did reset me in a way because it was really nice to just reminisce like through my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was really nice to make bread and then enjoy the final product. Like, I've never made burger buns, although that recipe was super frustrating. And in hindsight, I realized where it didn't list a time for like the kneading or the mixing or whatever, I probably could have just done like a window pane test to see if it was like elastic enough and whatnot. The dough did turn out just fine. It wasn't like, or rather the buns, I should say, like fully baked. They weren't tough. They were super soft, super squishy. So I don't know. I didn't overmix it. I didn't over knead them. They were fine. Other than like a couple that split, like the one that split at the top and then a couple that split at the base, they literally weren't bad. They were like perfect fluffiness. Weren't hard, weren't like overly chewy or something like gummy. Like, they were perfectly baked. So I don't know. Would I make them again? Probably not, to be honest. Also, I have learned that my lovely mic system, it was very quiet. Very, very quiet at like 0 gain. I have it at +3 right now, just for the individual transmitter. So like, oh, I just realized I was gonna take it out. Like, the secondary transmitter I have in here, it's about the 2 set. This one's still at +0, so no extra gain. The receiver's also at no extra gain. So depending on how this sounds when I'm like talking at a normal sound level, I may have to increase this even more, which worries me. It does have 32-bit float, so you can recover if you have too much peaking. Granted, when I was making the dough, I was talking pretty quietly because my roommate was sleeping, although when they got there, like, I've been up the whole time listening to you make bread, so I guess I could have talked a little louder. But, like, literally going through this vlog, all the parts with the mic, I've literally had to go +12 decibels. In some parts, most only +6. And the ones that I went +12 where I had 0 gain, and some when I went to +6 is where I had +3 gain, so I'll figure it out. The Rode was kind of the same way, where it's like, it just, you know, that's just the problem with like mics like this, where depending on where it is on your body, how close it is to your mouth, and environmental noise around you, it just sometimes doesn't pick up your voice. I also tend to talk pretty quiet, so I have to like raise my voice sometimes, but then I over raise my voice sometimes, and then it's too loud, and then you get peaking, and it's just a whole other mess. So we'll figure this out. But I just wanted to pop in here and give some kind of outro, because I don't have one, and I didn't think you wanted me to leave the video on me literally showing you a burger with a bite taken out of it. Sorry. So past Skylar, screw you for doing that, because then editing Skylar in PJs needs to come on camera and give an outro. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. I will see you guys in the next one, and have a good one. Bye.